You have tried Pinterest ads, and no matter what you do, you just can't seem to get them profitable. It's not your fault. It's so easy to waste money with your Pinterest ads. And I know that because over the past 5 years, I've helped over 100 e-commerce business owners run their Pinterest ads, and I saw them having wasted thousands of dollars. Even and after working with those people, I saw some common mistakes that even bigger brands that were spending very successfully on Meta ads or on TikTok ads were making. And in this video, I'm going to show you what these common mistakes are, so you don't have to make the same mistakes and flush your money down the drain. All right, let's dive in. First of all, I want to get something out of the way, because I see if you're going into YouTube and in the comment section or Quora or Reddit and you're looking, okay, what are people saying about Pinterest ads? They're all complaining about them not being profitable and following advice from other coaches, people, or general advice that Pinterest is giving. However, the problem with this is that a lot of people who give the advice are not really running an e-commerce store. And I use Pinterest ads to promote my courses or my course and my coaching on Pinterest ads, but I run this marketing very differently than I would for my, or that I do for my e-commerce clients selling a physical product or a digital product, because it's a very different behavior of purchasing that people have for a course or a coaching session or coaching or done for you services than people who are, okay, I need this product, I'm looking for a product, and they're purchasing. And especially the whole process from that moment they want to purchase something to all the way turning them into a repeat buyer is very different, and you want to be treating it different. And that's why it's not always, that's why you see a lot of people trying to fix their ads and it's just not working. Okay, so this advice is really solid, and I promise you I'm using this with my own e-commerce clients who are getting good results. So like, this is not some BS. Okay, first common mistake I'm seeing is that people are just copy pasting their winning Facebook ad strategy or TikTok ad strategy straight into Pinterest. And this is not gonna work, because people on Instagram, people on Facebook or on TikTok are very different, and the content is served to them in a very different way than people who get content on Pinterest and the way that people are using Pinterest. A lot of people go into Instagram or Facebook just to scroll, just the same as TikTok. You actually want to train the algorithm to be sure that you're scrolling and getting the right videos. However, on Pinterest, Pinterest is behaving more like a search engine. And people are going to Pinterest and often using the search bar to search for specific product or a specific solution or something they want to get inspiration about. And if you are treating that Pinterest ads not as a, like, if you're not treating Pinterest as a search engine and you're not setting up the ads that you would for a search engine, you are going to be wasting so much money, because you're going to show your ad to all those people who are just using Pinterest for their inspiration. And they're like, okay, this is my mood board. I want to purchase this dream house in 10 years, and this is what I want in my backyard. But I have no money for it right now. And they're going to be saving it to that board. However, there is so many people on Pinterest that are ready to buy and who have a lot of purchasing power, and they have the purchase intent. So the people who are usually purchasing from Pinterest are more high income, and that's actually all coming from the data of Pinterest itself. So I'm not just making this up. And you want to make sure that you are actually talking to those people who are actually ready to purchase, but also have the purchase intent. Like, they have the money, they're not looking only for inspiration, they're looking for a solution, and you're going to offer it to them. Okay, so that's the first thing I see going wrong a lot. Then the second thing is very closely related to this, and that's that people are testing the same ad creatives they would use for Facebook or TikTok. And it's fine to test these creatives, but they're most likely not gonna work, because Pinterest audience and Pinterest users are looking for a different experience when they're being sold to. Like, nobody wants to be sold to, but especially the Pinterest audience is really critical because they're going into exploration mode. They are coming to Pinterest to look for inspiration for that next purchase, and they're not mentally ready to be sold to. Whereas on Facebook and on TikTok, I think you can get away with a lot more. And that makes that you want to create a creative that is a little different, that you are convincing them to purchase with your imagery and not just with text like sale, now there's a sale, 50% off, or I don't know, like just making things up right now. Okay, so that's a major thing that I'm seeing. So think about how you would use Pinterest and how you think that you can showcase your product in different ways to actually create an experience for people to see that product and think, okay, I need to have this because that's what I want my home to look like, or that's the comfort I want when I'm walking around, when I'm hiking with the backpack, for example. I'm just making stuff up, but that's the way that you should be thinking. Then the third thing that I see going wrong a lot is that there's a disconnect between the Pinterest ad and between the product page that people are actually landing on. And you want to make sure that you're actually creating an experience where people feel like, okay, I'm clicking this ad, but it's not going to be some kind of scam website. So make sure that you're putting a little love in the product description, but also use the same fonts, use the same vibe and the same brand colors, because people are trusting you with their money, and because they're purchasing the thing from you means that they cannot use that money to purchase it from someone else or purchase something else. So they're trusting you with their money, and you want to make sure that you are treating them and making sure that they feel like they're they're making a good decision by putting their money towards your product. So I think that is really, really important. Okay, so these are the most common mistakes. And there's a bunch of other things that I see happening, but these are the most common ones and the ones that will be really draining you money. And now that you're watching this video and thinking, okay, I'm seeing a lot of things that I want to change or I might need to change, don't go too fast, okay? So first, take a step back, look at your ads dashboard, go into the reporting or into Google Analytics, however you prefer to use it, and look at what the data is telling you. Do you see that your ads are off? Are the numbers on your ads not the data that you want to see ideally? Are you seeing pretty good data actually on your Pinterest ads, but not seeing checkouts or add to carts? Then there's something off on your website. So you really want to make sure that before you're thinking, okay, I'm doing this wrong, because maybe actually copy pasting the Facebook ad strategy is actually working for you. I don't know. I can't look into your data, but I would say 90% of the time it won't work. But you might be that 1% it's working for, and you want to be strategic about the changes that you're making, and you don't want to go into full panic mode and change up a bunch of things and then actually putting the campaign back to basically ground zero, like baseline, and having to initialize all over again, rather than, okay, look at the data, okay, what is it telling me and what should I optimize first to get the biggest chance of getting a better result, and then go from there. And if you're not seeing it, okay, then that's obviously not a problem. Go back to your data, okay, what is the next thing that I can do? So if you're gonna need any help with this, in the description below, I have my product, Pinterest Ads Recovery. And in this product, I will help you go through your data and see, okay, what is the first thing that I need to change around to actually see results, and if it's not working and I'm coming back, what is the next step that I'm gonna take? And I will hold your hand going through this process. Then, having this said, in the next video, I'll also go through the three-step framework that I will take you through with the Pinterest Ads Recovery and get you an idea of how this will be working. Whether it's to be able to recognize, okay, is this my ads? Is it the funnel, the process, or is it actually my website, the store, the products page, etc. So make sure to watch this video. Make sure to watch the next video if you want to make any changes on your Pinterest ads and you're ready to start seeing results with them. Okay, see you in the next one.